All right, you're welcome back. Straight to our next conversation. International diplomacy often places emissaries in precarious situations, requiring swift coordination to ensure their safety. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has been safely evacuated from Guinea Bissau following a military takeover that plunged the West African nation into leadership turmoil. The confirmation came from Kimiabi Ebianefa, who's a spokesperson for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, while speaking to newsmen in Abuja. Ebianefa disclosed that former President Jonathan departed Guinea-Bissau on a special flight alongside members of his delegation after being stranded in the country when the military seized power and shut down all travel routes. The former president had traveled to Bissau as part of an international observer team to monitor the national elections before the unexpected coup disrupted his mission and trapped him in the volatile security situation. I mean, BKO, talk to us. This is good news. In fact, good news. Former President Goodluck Jonathan is safe and has been flown out of Guinea-Bissau. What do we know about these exact circumstances under which, the former president left the country?
No, the senior military officers in the country seized power, and they announced that they have seized power. They closed all the borders. They took control of major state institutions. And during that confusion, many of the international election observers, including the head of the African Union Election Observer Team and the head of the ECOWAS Election Monitoring Team, who are trapped in the country alongside the former president of Mozambique, that's Felipe Nyusi, and our own former president, Goodluck Jonathan. They were trapped, but the government immediately took steps to evacuate them out of the country, because I remember that the Senate made a resolution that President Tinubu must do whatever it takes to get President Jonathan out of that country. Because sometimes when this kind of military push coup takes place, anarchy is let loose, and no one can say what will happen next. But it's unfortunate that another African country has fallen to military coup peace. We do not think that democracy is inferior to military rule, and hopefully this trend will stop. Otherwise, we'll see more Nigerians, including those who are born after democracy took hold in our country, asking for military rule, so asking for what they know next to nothing about.
Exactly.
So it's unfortunate that another country has fallen to military coup peace.
I mean,
it's just unfortunate.
It's really unfortunate. I mean, as we're looking at this, the federal government have expressed dismay at the situation of things in Guinea-Bissau. But how would you assess the federal government's response, to the military takeover and also bringing the former president?
I think we want to commend the federal government for swiftly bringing back the former president.
Yes.
He's on his way from what I read, so we should touch ground maybe this evening or thereabout. It's just so unfortunate that ECOWAS is facing this again after we lost Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. We are thinking that after those three left ECOWAS,
maybe that will be the end.
That will be the end. But this is just another, sore thumb in ECOWAS, and this, maybe they don't know, it violates the ECOWAS protocol of democracy and good governance, because the world all over, we are talking about democracy.
Exactly.
People want to be free to be able to decide who leads them.
Absolutely.
So I don't know how ECOWAS is going to take this, but Nigeria has already written. I know there's a press statement, out already, condemning this action. And even the civil society, I was reading somewhere that they were saying it's even the civil society that said, that the president, that is Mbalo, was the one that actually said that the military should take. That is, we don't want any military. Coup should be out of
but
Africa
anyway,
completely.
Asuko James, thank you so much
Thank
for doing
you.
this with us. Thank you so much.
It's short.
BKO, yeah, really short. Exactly. BKO, thank you so much. And also, beautiful interview there. Beautiful interview there.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
You know, in Benin, I like the song they sing about the governor. They sing, this kind governor. Now you be the best. Oh. This kind governor.
Akpaku rescue.
He's a popular governor. He may not speak the best English, but he's a popular governor.
Exactly.
We need to go there. We need to go there. And that's it on Journalist Hangout today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga. Oresha Gumba for now, and God bless Nigeria.